Think about someone that you look up to at the climbing gym. For me, one of those people is my friend Tara.
For 1 week, I'm gonna do all the climbing workouts that my strong friend Tara does, and I'm gonna die.
Tara is a super strong climber, but more importantly, she's a really good friend. She's dependable, trustworthy, and a great listener. And honestly, we just have a ton of fun together. A while back, I asked Tara to run to all of the Pittsburgh climbing gyms with me in a singular day, and she toughed it out, even though it was really hard for her. So I figured this time around, I'd give her a chance at revenge.
Okay, so what am I expecting this next week to be like? I am a person that goes to the gym twice a week and then occasionally goes outside on the weekends to climb. I don't really have like a rhyme or reason or routine or plan to my climbing. I guess if I had to describe how I'm feeling before I even start anything is I'm not nervous, I'm excited, but also a combination of dread because I just know I'm gonna be so sore all week. I think this is gonna be really hard. I'm definitely gonna have to modify a lot of the exercises. Like I already know that I'm gonna have to do that, but my goal is to just try my best. And to not complain. Those are my two goals.
I am headed into Point Breeze. The plan is to go for a short run, then we're gonna go to yoga, and then we're going to lift legs after. And Tara just sent me, training starts today! Is that what we're doing?
My knees, Court, let's go. Here we go.
Here we go!
Record.
My goal for this week is to not complain, so if I complain, you get to call me out. Oh no! Oh no!
You get a whack with each complaint.
Oh, whack?
One whack.
Okay, we'll see what my whack count is.
9:09 a mile. That's super good.
That's good. After our run, it was time for an hour-long yoga class. I couldn't film the class, but I did manage to film some attempts at handstands that went just about the way you would expect someone that has never practiced handstands before to go. With a little practice and the help of the wall, I managed to improve. But enough of that, it was time for everyone's favorite, leg day. Everything was going according to plan until the burn from banded squats made me temporarily forget my two goals for the week. So, day one, how was that for you?
Great.
That was very tiring for me, like actually.
Really?
Yes, I'm being 100% honest.
That's good. I mean, we literally worked out for 3 hours straight. It just doesn't feel like that to me, but.
Today is day 2. The plan is to go to Iron City Boulders. We're going to run, we're going to do pull-ups, and we're going to climb. We had to push our time later because her basement was actually flooding. I started driving to town just so that I could get there a little early and get a head start on some of that stuff so she wouldn't be waiting for me. And my road is closed due to flooding, so now I'm trying to find an alternate path. I'm actually way less sore on day 2 than I thought that I would be. Don't get me wrong, I'm still sore, but I just was expecting it to be way worse. One unexpected place of soreness is my shoulders. I think it's from the handstands that we were doing. I'm actually super hyped to go to Iron City because I haven't climbed there in over 3 months, so everything's gonna be new to me. The goal for the day was 50 total pull-ups, so I did 24 pull-ups in sets of 2 to warm up, and also honestly just because I didn't think that I could do 50 all in one go. Whenever I watch Tara warm up, she always does these one-arm hangs from the bar, and I've never been able to do them until... Everything was new to me at Iron City because I hadn't been in 3 months. So we spent the session just trying a bunch of different problems.
Oh wait, she's doing whatever I do.
She's doing all what you do?
She's doing what I do. She's doing great.
Do you feel like a celebrity with me trailing you around with the camera?
Oh yeah, baby.
My favorite problem of the night was this pink tag.
Good job!
That was fun.
I finished out the rest of the night with pull-ups and a run.
I apologize for the rain sounds in the background, but I just wanted to let you guys know that after session 2, I am exhausted. I cannot wait to get to bed, and I'm glad tomorrow is just running.
Wednesday, we ran 3 miles with Yen's Run Club, and I went in a 9:30 pace group with Tara, which pushed me because I generally go in the 10:30 group.
A little bit of the inspiration for doing this was I think that sometimes it's easy for us to all fall into patterns of thinking like, oh man, that person is strong and can climb really hard because they're just like kind of naturally talented at it. And like, while that is true to some extent, a lot of the strong people that I know that climb very hard grades work really, really hard to maintain that strength, maintain their technique, and then improve in the areas that they're weak in consistently. I think that it's the easy thing to do to say that people are just so much better than you, but it's the realistic and maybe harder thing to do to say that you are not putting the work in. And that's why I think a lot of people just don't put the work in, because they have this preconceived notion in their head that it's not really gonna matter. And I think that if there's a point to prove this week, it's like, it probably matters. Definitely matters.
Alrighty folks, it is day 4. I'm headed into Point Breeze for a rope session, gonna do some pull-ups, and then also going to run 2 miles. I'm running a little bit late because I had a couch get delivered to me today, and apparently they take way longer than expected. I think if this challenge is teaching me anything so far, it's that I can do a lot more than I typically do. I'm just not doing it. Like, I have the ability. I thought I was gonna die during a lot of this stuff, and sure, I'm sore and I'm tired, but I actually feel a lot better than expected. A lot of this stuff I already do. I'm just this week doing it all together and doing more of whatever I typically do. I got way more routes in than I typically would because both Jed and I were very focused on volume. I also didn't climb barely anything under a 5:10 that night, which is good because it pushed me to try harder. There was a blue route that looked slopey and gross, and Jed climbed it twice in a row, so it pushed me to try it as well, and I sent it clean, so that was actually really good. Tara was working on some 512s on the tall lead wall. One of them had this big dyno in it that she must have tried 10 times before she managed to stick it, which was super cool to watch. After climbing, I still had 2 more things to do, the first being 50 pull-ups. If I'm being honest, I really doubted that I would manage to do all 50 in sets of 2, so I was pretty pleased when I found out that I could.
I'm literally so tired. Gotta take like a 10-minute break, and then we'll be back at it.
It was crazy because I essentially can do double what I've been doing leading up to this week, and I didn't even realize it.
It is the end of Thursday night, and by the end I mean I still have 2 miles to run when I get home, but I'm gonna do it at my house because it's dark, a little bit safer, and honestly I just want to do some laps, man. I'm proud of myself for sticking with the plan and doing things. Like, it feels really good to stick to your word and do the things that you say that you're gonna do. I cannot possibly stress how much I don't want to go for this run right now, but I have no choice. So 2 miles it is, let's do it. This morning I am headed into yoga at Point Breeze. I'm not exactly running late, but I'm not exactly running early either. My whole upper body's sore. My legs feel super heavy from running a lot, from lifting. yeah, I just feel very exhausted. I don't know what this yoga class is gonna be like. Hopefully it's a lot more stretchy than it is strength-based, but I guess we'll see. I'm starting to think that the universe is trying to cancel us doing this video, but I guess yoga got canceled late last night. But Tara and I are still gonna go to the gym and do something. We ended up doing our own stretches in the yoga room and running a mile before we both headed off to work events for the day. Saturday was a rest day and looked a lot like this, where I spent most of the day editing this video you're watching right now. On Sunday, the plan was for both of us to go climbing outside, but Tara got sick, so I went on a trail run for work and then spent the day at a local crag with Jed and some friends. So here are some thoughts after 7 days of training with Tara. You are capable of so much more than you think. You don't have to know what you're doing in order to start. Whatever it is that you're trying to improve at, whether that's climbing or something else entirely, doing something is better than doing nothing. After this week, I'm feeling especially excited about climbing, and I would love to hear how you're feeling about climbing and just about life, whether it's good, bad, or somewhere in between. I'll leave you with this. Hype isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about knowing that good can exist in your life if you just keep going. So keep going. Find the friends in your life like Tara and learn from them. A huge, huge thank you to Tara for this entire week. And as always, thank you so much for watching and stay hyped.